Hi, welcome to Quantum Explorations. This is Sue. I want to talk today about something that I've probably been putting off for a while, but it feels right to talk about it now, and so I want to dig in. Uh, this discussion is about black hats and white hats and cabals and wars and fighting, and some people call it spiritual war. Uh, you know, the thing is, I fell into the warring mentality back in 2020 when I first fully realized that there is a group of people over many hundreds of years that have been controlling societies and whatnot and so forth. I don't want to get into details and specifics and the horrors of it all. And I want to talk about what our role is now in 2023. And I believe that it is a shifting of consciousness that is being put forward to us by our soul's desire, our soul plan. Yes, it is good that we became aware that this was going on and that we were giving up our rights and our freedoms and allowing ourselves to be subjugated into certain roles in life. The thing is, we we've been there and done that as humanity for so long. The warring societies, the classism, the sexism, the ageism, the uh, giving a darn about what people's skin color looks like and where they come from and what's your family line and all of that. All of that. It's been going on for so long. Aren't we tired of it? I know that I am. And I did have a shift of my own consciousness. I can't say exactly when it happened. I want to say it's probably around somewhere in between 2021 and 2022, where I said, I know that I've had a number of lifetimes as a warring being, whether it be male or female, and I never have in this lifetime as Sue been comfortable with authority, especially with things that seem rules and ways of doing things that seem to serve no purpose save for a few. I've always been the kind of individual that will buck the system. I don't know what to tell you. That's just who I am. Um, Especially when things seem to be arbitrary and applies to some but not all. That really gets my goat. Okay, so I'm gonna say to you, I'm right there with you. And when I first found out about, like, really found out about deeper origins of our history and controlling forces and families that seem to have had the power and even alien intervention and DNA manipulation and on and on. Okay, I get it. I get it. It made me really pissed off. And I'm not even going to sugarcoat that. I was super mad and I was joining the war, the spiritual war. And all I can say is I got a lot of distress, fear, anger, um, just generally mistrust of humanity by participating in that. And then somewhere the shift came along and I went, oh, and I think the shift happened for me in large part is because of my quantum healing work as a hypnosis practitioner and working with people, but also my own spiritual journey. Okay, so I guess everybody comes to it when they come to it, but I want to share that this thing in front of us now in 2023 is about expanding consciousness. It's about understanding that, and here's the piece I can give you, every single thing that has gone on throughout history, every war, every dispute, every set of circumstances that a society can lay on other people, it is all included and agreed upon by the participants. We are not victims. Our souls chose to incarnate in certain lifetimes, in certain types of environments, in certain countries, with certain people. And furthermore, not only did our soul choose it, we have been the dark and the light in all of this. It isn't, throughout history in various incarnations. Now, I'm not talking about the new souls that are coming in to help and bring the light. There are souls here that have not had an earth incarnation until recently. So I'm not discussing those. I'm forever grateful for those souls because you're bringing your light here and you're grounding it into earth and humanity for us. And I'm more than grateful. I'm talking about us old souls, and I'm one of them. I've been around this rock for a very long time. Many, 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 many lifetimes. I don't have a count, but it's a lot. And so we old souls, we have to at some point come to some recognition that we're ready to be done with that warring mentality. We're ready to be done with separation and pardon me, and we're ready to move on to true joy and bliss in our lives, as well as community and supporting one another and unity consciousness. That's what we really want. If you think about it, I don't think there's a human on this planet that doesn't want the same basic things as the rest of us. We want security. We want to be able to have our families. We want to be able to make choices in our lives that as long as they're not hurting somebody else, we're unfettered. We can go ahead and make whatever choices we want. If today I feel like being a boy and that's my choice, well, then I should be able to go ahead and move in that direction. That's just an example that popped into my head. But, I'm not saying if I made that choice that I should be able to go ahead and make that choice for other people, but I should have the sovereignty to be able to make whatever choices work best for me, what my soul's calling are. And we're not going to get to that place in freedom physically, spiritually, societally, mentally, unless we let go of the control, we let go of the fight, we let go of everything that we've been told we have to do if we're a good spiritual protector of the world and our life. We have to let go of all of that and focus on us, our consciousness. What are we building in our reality? Because the souls that chose what we would consider a dark path, they've been the light too. They're just experiencing other realities. We've been the dark, we've been the light. I mean, that source, that we are all one is true. And being that we are all one, there is nothing that could come in any of us that isn't of source. It's the yin and the yang, the balance. And when the more we continue to have experience and go through these lifetimes, the more we choose consciously, what are we being? What are we being? It's not for me to hold anyone else accountable, because truly their own soul's path they will have to, on one dimension or one reality or one plane of existence or another, have to deal with what they're choosing. You can call that karma. I just say it's every single one of us has to account for, not just account for, but I mean in our own consciousness, we have to sift through all the experiences and decide, what do I want to be? What do I want to be? What aspect of source am I being in any given moment? And those are choices we make, and only we can make for ourselves. We can't make that choice for anyone else. So my appeal today is drop the swords, drop the fight, be you, be everything that you want to be and see in your world. And when you are being those things, you will see it you'll begin to see it all around you. That's how it works. That's how energy works. Like attracts like. If you want to continue with the warring mentality, free will, go ahead. How does that make you feel? I know I didn't care for it. It didn't add any benefits to my life by being in the warring mentality. And there's a lot of freedom and peace and joy when I just focus on my own life. There are still surprises, and I still, when the time comes, I still go in the voting booth and I push my buttons, vote for who I believe is going to be the best for, society or my, in my state, my locality. I do the best that I can. But after I walk out of the voting box or, the site, that's it. It's number one, it's not my mission on this planet to be a politician. Otherwise I would be already. But number two, for me to be upset and fighting about it and arguing about it all the time. I mean, that would be me stealing my energy to do things like this and to have higher discussions with other people of like mind. If I continued on the whole warpath thing, it's totally up to every single individual. I am calling upon those that are building their consciousness awareness too, who really want unity consciousness. We cannot get there. And this is the age of Aquarius that we're in now. So that's all about compassion, people coming together and helping one another, love, freedom. This is the age of Aquarius. It isn't about fighting. It's about peace, about community. And so if you want those things, you have to shift your consciousness and allow yourself to drop your swords and to fight. Let the universe take care of the cleanup, not your job. And it will. The universe will take care of the cleanup, because I'll tell you this consciousness thing that I'm talking about, the minute you shift and you start focusing on yourself and how you want to enlighten yourself and open up to remembering all the ways that you are source, the moment you do that shift, your reality will shift as well. And that I can guarantee you. There's just way too many people, humans, giving examples of how that works for it not to be true. And if it's true for me, and if it's true for other people, then it's true for you too. Decision's yours, okay? I say all of this with love. I say all of this because I adore humanity. I think this world, this experience on Earth is incredible. And there is so much joy and bliss and peace and happiness to be had that I hope we can change our focal point of consciousness and move in that direction, okay? Thank you for listening. Have a beautiful, blessed day. Bye.